For example, I know in Hawaiian culture, there are 3 genders. There's a third gender. I forget what it's called, I'm sorry, but if you happen to be Native Hawaiian, you could identify as that.
You think you would like Google that before you get on camera running your mouth? You got on camera to run your mouth about how there's 3 genders in a certain culture and you couldn't even be bothered to research what it's called to prove it? Girl. And I can't with the... I mean, this woman is clearly damaged. Like, the makeup, the flag behind her. Like, if you're an audio listener, she has made trans her entire identity. Her eyeshadow, her lipstick, her earrings, her room. I mean, that is just sad. That is just sad. I remember a time, first of all, this isn't trans. That's the first thing. But if we're going to talk about trans, it's like, I remember a time when like transition was the gateway to living your life and then being normal. Like that was the entire way, not to get off on a tangent here, that was the entire way I even perceived transition when I began, which was like, okay, I have this effed up thing happening in my brain called gender dysphoria. I can't leave the house. I can't participate in society. I can't get a job. I can't do anything because it's just that crippling. So I'll transition. And then after that, I actually became a productive member of society. And that was the key to letting me know it was the right decision for me. It's like, you don't make it your identity. It's you do it and then you move on. That's an actual trans person. This is not trans. This is tri-gendered. You are crazy, ho. You're crazy. I saw a funny meme and it was like, white people be seeing that they're ugly and suddenly they're non-binary. And can we talk about how that's real? Because I've never seen a hot non-binary. Have you? I just feel like more times than not, it is someone who, I don't care, people can get mad, is very like aesthetically not pleasing. And, you know, it's kind of easier to just be like, well, everything's effed up anyways. Let me just F it up more and dilute my gender identity more. Like, it's just like a whole thing.
All in all, it comes from your cultural background. So for me, I come from a very heavy Dutch background and American background. So for me, it's more based on if there's man on one side, woman on the other, and non-binary is somewhere in the middle, and then I take up that whole area, the whole bar there.
We can see you take up the whole area. That was mean. See, this is it ropes me into just being mean, but it's like, screw me. I'm not mean. I'm defending my life. Like, I'm sitting here as like a trans American. I really have to put up with Bethany here from Wisconsin talking about how she's tri-gender and making actual trans people look like a joke. No, that's way more offensive than me making a fat joke about Bethany. Sorry.
And I know for a lot of people, non-binary is a completely separate spectrum, and that's just not my experience, but I still think that that's a valid experience to have. It all depends on your experiences and your personal history, you know? I hope this answers your question. Let me know if you have any more questions, and I'd be happy to answer them.
Girl, talk to your dad, please. I know this is literally just stemming from a lack of a relationship with your dad. That's all it is. Give him a call. I'm sure he'll be forgiving. Just fix your relationship with your dad. And I promise you won't be tri-gender anymore. Amen. Next. Oh my God.